Welcome to Lynn Cullen Live. Talk radio without the static. Email your questions and comments to lynncullenshow@gmail.com. And now your host, Lynn Cullen.
Hey there, how you doing? Anything going on in the news? Boy, I'm glad that broke before the show so that we can talk about it. As if that's not what everybody is doing. So the fact is Pennsylvania retains its governor, and I'm good with that. And Minnesota is in danger of losing its governor, and I'm okay with that. Also, it's a Tuesday, and that means my sister Susan is joining us for the hour, and just want to say hi. Hi, Suze.
Hi.
Hi. Can you say something else? You sounded so low.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes,
can you hear
now
me
you sound, yeah, I can hear you now. Yes, you just sounded far away. So it's Walz who waltzed in, and it's really
ever since that weird thing came up, I thought this might be the guy.
Yeah, the thing is, how odd. I mean, this is how fast things move. I mean, he had not been on. I remember it was just
anybody's radar.
No, it was not too long ago, just maybe the end of last week, that I said, I just want to acknowledge this Minnesota governor because I was reading more and more about him, and what a fine fellow he seemed to be, and what an interesting choice he would be. Simply by virtue.
He's sort of like the Wisconsin governor. He's Tony Evers but with more
charisma.
Yeah,
he is. He's a good old. I mean, if the idea is, and I agree with this, that the Democratic Party has gotten way too elitist and way too sort of removed from middle America. Here's a guy who doesn't have to stretch in any way to reclaim that territory in every way, with his biography, with his personality, with his geography.
And he's an old-fashioned progressive. I mean, in the feed the kids sense.
Yeah,
he's
well, that's a liberal. I hate this word progressive. And
I do too, because it's a pejorative, like liberal is now. I mean, he's just an old-fashioned liberal.
I never went running from the word liberal, as liberals did when it was demonized by the right. I was a liberal, and I was a proud liberal. And then everybody started calling themselves progressives. And I wasn't going to cut and run. I'm a liberal. And frankly, the progressives seem like an elitist bunch of jerks to me much of the time. That was a little more strongly said than I intended. But so Tim Walz. Now, the negative of not choosing Shapiro is he, is Pennsylvania is such a huge, is such a necessary prize. But he can help get Pennsylvania, whether he's on the ticket or not. And I think Walz will play really well in Pennsylvania and in the parts of the state that are purple, if not red. So the thing about what is this? God! If I were the president,
I would help you if I knew where you were going.
No, I know, but the thing, if I were the president, that would be, all over the news. She couldn't even think of. No, I was actually blanking on Shapiro's name. The thing about Shapiro not being chosen is, and I'm fearful that it was, the progressive campaign against him, which was fierce and ugly and
ugly.
tinged with
no, I mean, if they want to claim that they are not, that this isn't about anti-Semitism, then just because someone's Jewish, you're not allowed to brand them and work against them. That's proof in the pudding. It is about anti-Semitism.
Well, look, and not going, it's that and then some. I don't think for everybody it was, but yeah, the fact is that other of the people who were in the mix had the exact same positions on Israel that Shapiro did.
Is, if anything, more pro-Israeli.
So, no, it didn't take long. The fact is, J.D. Vance was quoted today in the last hour as saying this. They didn't pick Shapiro, frankly, because of anti-Semitism in their own caucus, in their own party. The far left doesn't like the fact that he's a Jewish American. There you go. But it's also no reason to choose him. But the thing that Walz has that is potentially dangerous is the Black Lives Matter and
George Floyd thing happened in Minnesota. Yes.
But I have to say, I really think it's a great ticket. And she also missed the opportunity in not going with Shapiro or a few of the others of really bringing a young next generation person on. Walz looks older than he is. I think he's 60? I think he's just 60. I don't know,
but as a friend of mine said this morning, but he looks like 60 used to look, which is old.
Yes, indeed. That's what he looks like 60 used to look. And he all those, he checks all the marks. He's a gun owner, really. He hunts, really. He was, served the country, really. He's
a Midwesterner. I mean, you're just describing a Midwesterner.
He didn't even get into politics till he was 40 years old, and he knocked off a long incumbent Republican in a Republican district. All of that's good. I do want to note, however, that he didn't pull in when he ran for governor, that he still only took, if you look at who Biden won and who he won in 2020 in Minnesota, he didn't pull any rural districts and Republican districts any more than Biden did. And I believe Biden actually did a little bit better than he did. So this idea that he's going to magically deliver rural voters, I think, is a little overstated.
Well, I mean, the idea that anyone is going to change a Trump vote, I mean, I've said this forever. That's just rule number one in politics. You don't go for the votes you can't change on either side. They're decided, and who you pick for VP ain't going to change that guy's mind at all.
Well, and who you pick for VP isn't going to change probably almost anybody's mind. I mean, that's a given, right?
Right.
Did you ever vote for who the vice presidential candidate was as opposed to who was at the top of the ticket?
No, but I can tell you when the VP candidate burns down the house, and that's happened too.
Who?
Well, from sitting ones there would be Spiro Agnew, but our governor of Alaska,
there you go.
What's her name?
Palin.
Yeah.
Yeah, Palin was a horrible choice that dragged that ticket down. That is correct, Susan.
That's right.
And Dan Quayle,
Vance is going to do it too.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, he's
and
turning
Quayle
off.
was a problem too. You're right. Quayle was a problem. They don't help, but they sure can hurt.
Yeah. And this guy doesn't look like he's going to hurt at all. Wow.
He's not going to hurt anything.
Must his head be spinning? Jeez. And remember, again, I warned when everybody said, well, they're starting off in Philadelphia. That must mean that, it's got to be Shapiro. How could it not be Shapiro?
No.
But, they're starting off in Philadelphia because they're heading west through all the swing.
Yeah,
through
right.
most of the swing
It's
states.
yeah.
So there's all.
Yeah, they'll be here and they'll be in Eau Claire in 20 seconds flat.
They're going to Eau Claire?
Eau Claire. Yeah.
That's in Wisconsin, guys.
And that's not O''CLARE. It's EAU.
It's water clear.
CLAIRE.
It's French. It's French for clear water. It's odd. People, you don't know that so many of the place names in Wisconsin are either Native American.
Yeah, they're either Native
French,
American or French.
Or they're French. And what? The French were there long before the Brits. They came down from Canada and into those Great Lakes were wonderful for taking people places and then connecting into the rivers there. And they were first in almost all of those.
So we have Eau Claire and we have Fond du Lac and we have De Pere.
Right, the father. And, Le Bay Verte, I think, was originally Green Bay, wasn't it? I don't think it was.
Right. I'm sure. I think it was. No.
Yeah. So there's all of that. And a lot of really great governors are licking their wounds and salving their ambitions. But we'll be back. They're going nowhere, and we got them in our quiver, which is just wonderful. There's just so many talented Democrats.
We have a deep bench.
Deep bench is the going metaphor. In fact, we have a caller as well. Let's see who this is. Hello.
Hi, Lynn.
Hi.
I'm disappointed. I just hope she didn't do it for the wrong reasons to appeal to the progressives. That's what I'm worried about. I wanted her to pick. I just wanted her to stick at the Alderman and pick Shapiro.
Well, I don't look at. There were a lot more things. She didn't need to, kowtow to progressives. It's just that. They created a situation where he came with a little more baggage than she may have wanted. I don't know.
Well, this is going to, Bethany Hallam's social calendar will certainly change because they were all geared up to go back on the campuses and call him Genocide Josh and everything else. I don't know if you follow her on social media, but her friend who is now, this is where the media lacks doing their job. Her friend who is running for or ran for delegate and won. She's now, going to the convention and she's raising funds at some bar to send her. I don't know where these people get off thinking that they run for delegate, that they don't have to pay their own way. Then they, she and we don't even know how this, being that she's friends with Bethany, I guarantee you she was planning to go and then vote present on Shapiro. And who knows, maybe even vote for Bernie Sanders.
Well, it doesn't look. All this is wasted energy on your part. It doesn't, it's, I always get this wrong. It's water under the bridge because, don't waste your time worrying about Bethany Hallam. For those of you who don't know, she's a county counselor here, Allegheny County counselor who is very progressive.
Sorry, Lynn, I'd worry less if you worried more. If you in the media worried more. Bethany Hallam and these people are very dangerous.
Okay. All right. Fine. I'm not wild about them, but no, I don't share your sort of sense of imminent harm from them. I really don't. They are such a minority. Believe me.
Well, if they're such a minority, then why did the vice president change her pick?
You're saying that she did the pick. You're saying that Shapiro didn't make it because of their campaign. That might not be the case.
Yes.
You don't know
worried
that.
about in the party. Well, we're never going to be able to prove it, but we do know it.
Well,
I mean,
okay.
there's still going to be riots, and there's still going to be, in Chicago, there's still going to be, protests. There's going to be protests, for the Palestinian people.
Yeah, fine. Okay, whatever. I'm not going to worry about it. We got a great ticket here, and I'm feeling happy today. Okay, that's me. I'm sorry. You want to be down in the dumps? You be down in the dumps. But I ain't joining it.
Initially, I'll support. I mean, I don't have a choice. But
good. You bounce back and get to work for this.
I don't know. I'd be thrilled that I got to keep my really excellent governor.
Yeah, that's sort of where I am, Susan.
Yeah.
I mean, we can have him for another.
The state really needs this firm leadership that it hasn't had like this, and he's doing a good job in the state. I give him a few more years, then he can get on the nationals. He can go national, but I'd use him while I had him and be happy for it.
Yeah,
terrific, and he would have. I don't know what this about Walz is. What other states is he going to carry? Minnesota hasn't. A Republican hasn't won since 1972. What else is he going to bring?
Well, he's bringing energy and his bio and his ability to be good on the stump and seem like a regular human and not weird. And I don't know, he's a good guy. I wouldn't discount him at all.
No,
he looks like an old man. We needed Shapiro brought youth.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't understand this. Be happy, get behind the team, and stop doing this Democratic thing where all you can do is pick apart a good ticket. Be happy, support them. I really don't agree with you. I think you're reaching. You're reaching in your disappointment.
I agree with my sister. So sorry.
Okay, then you two other and you agree, and that's a nice sounding board, but I'm just saying I think she caved.
Okay, all right. You can think that. I mean, you can think that. It doesn't matter. We got our ticket, okay? I thank you for your input, but we have our ticket. So thank you. Geez.
Imagine if this had gone to a convention, you begin to understand why it had to be Harris, why it had to go this way, because that's the Democratic voice. This just picking away because someone isn't perfect or your choice.
Yeah.
The guy is perfectly adequate. We've been putting up with perfectly adequate people for a very long time. And at this point, perfectly adequate is amazing. Because if you look at the other side, it is anything but. And instead of picking ourselves apart and looking for a scab to make bleed again, let's just focus all of our anger at the other side and remember there's a job to do. Please.
Yes. What Susan said. I agree totally. My only, if I had any, negatives in terms of some vice presidential picks, and it would apply to Shapiro as well, and a lot of others that were being considered, is that they don't have foreign policy experience, which is a huge.
I considered him a little green. Absolutely right. These guys got to be out there and educated and ready, and he's not. Walz has been in Congress. He's been playing on the national stage, and he's been aware of foreign issues and steeped in them in a way that the other guys don't. But I felt that way about a lot of these people, that they were just a little green.
Yep.
There is something to be said for experience. This has always been my argument against the knee-jerk, thing about term limits, because you actually need people that have been there, that know how things work, to teach the younger folk before they trot off the mortal, the scene. And just being there a long time is not necessarily a bad thing. I give you Nancy Pelosi.
Oh, God bless her. Yeah. So there's that. I don't know that we. Is there anything else left to say on this? If anybody wants to get in now, because it's
Feel free to
early.
express your opinion, and we'll throw tomatoes at you.
And Kurt writes in terms of bad choices, don't forget Eagleton. That was, wasn't he a Missouri senator?
Yeah,
Susan?
I love Tom Eagleton.
He was a good man, and he was chosen by McGovern. Talk about a bad ticket.
And he had the misfortune to have had a depression, which he treated. And that became known, and all of a sudden he was not allowed. Imagine if we let mental illness rule who could be on our tickets. Imagine that.
Well, I wish we did. Then we wouldn't have had the horror.
Anyway, I have in my years in St. Louis as time went on, was privileged to have a few dinners with the Eagletons. And
he's a good man.
Just a really good, impressive, though interesting evenings.
Okay, so here's a good question, because I'm right now blanking. So the ticket is set. McGovern chooses Eagleton at the convention, and then
then who was replaced by him?
He gets rid of Eagleton. Who did McGovern replace Eagleton?
Was that Ferraro? Geraldine Ferraro?
I don't know. That seems like the frying pan into the fire. Who was Ferraro on the ticket with? You see how we forget? There's too much to remember. Someone will help us here. So it was McGovern. Was it Ferraro? I don't know. It doesn't much matter. Did he even win a state?
No, I don't think so.
Are you sure? I think he won one.
I think that's one. Whoever got to Massachusetts. Don't blame me. We voted for McGovern.
Is that right? Massachusetts?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ferraro was Mondale's pick. God, another horrific ticket. Oh my God.
But I totally blanked Mondale. I forgot that even happened.
No. I'm getting two answers. Milton says it was Shriver.
Oh, yeah, that's correct.
The Kennedy, the married to Eunice.
Yeah. Kennedy brother-in-law, yes.
Shriver. Yeah. I mean, I don't remember. I remember he was a candidate, but I didn't remember who. God. Tickets of yore that just make you cringe. Oy. Okay.
There were several times that he went, really? This is the choice? But it wasn't so bad when you think what the Republicans have been handing us.
Oh my!
I was very excited. The Republicans for Harris this is getting fun. I mean, there are yard signs that says, "I'm a Republican, but I'm not an idiot." Republicans for Harris.
Ray has written something that I don't understand. Raymond, I don't understand. Now I'm not compelled to vote for the Shapiro ticket. Kennedy. And before you dismiss contemptuously, don't think you're smarter or more virtuous than me. That's what progressives do. What? Is that sarcastic or what?
Yeah, I think he's saying that progressives are elitists and they think they're better than everybody else.
Well, I think that's true.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay. Here, I got some more emails coming in. I just want to get them into the mix here. Lynn, I'm pulling my hair out listening to Democrats complaining about the ticket. I directly say to them, so you're supporting Trump? And when they say, well, no, then I say, oh, yes, you are. Just shut up and get us out of this nightmare and have a nice day, ladies. I think
You're a girl after my own heart.
that's not a girl. That's Russ. Yeah, right.
Oh, you're a guy out of my own heart. I'm sorry, I didn't hear the name.
Yeah.
I was hearing it in my own voice, which is why I said that.
No, really. Please. But we live in an era in which, sounding off and wringing hands. Well, Democrats are the great hand wringers. Man, if anybody has reason to wring their hands now, it's the friggin' Republicans.
Yeah.
God bless them. Yeah, really.
I mean, you got to hand it to him. Nancy Pelosi was just laughing about the pick. She said, "I love J.D. Vance. A great pick for us."
Yeah, right. It's a great pick.
I mean, it's just amazing that and it's because for the once in his life he listened to Don Jr.
Yeah.
That was his guy. For one time he listens to his kid. This is what happens.
Milton is writing, I'm quite pleased with the Walz pick, but this may be the reason Shapiro wasn't picked. This is a case of the death of I saw this and didn't read it, but it was under the radar opposition research, which would have gone mainstream, of course. And it has to do with a young Jewish Philadelphia teacher, Ellen Greenberg, who was found dead in her apartment by her fiance, 20 stab wounds to her body. Initially ruled a homicide. Well, how could it not be a homicide?
How could it not be ruled a homicide?
But wait a minute. Well, we both had the same thought, but police publicly objected to the ruling because her apartment door was locked from the inside, and her fiance, who said he broke down the door to get to her, had no defensive wounds. The medical examiner then said the cause was suicide.
How can you stab yourself 20 times?
And I left this out, including one stab was to the back of her neck. Well, I guess I could stab myself in the back of the neck, but then 19 more times? Greenberg's parents fought to have her death case re-examined, and when one of her lawyers became Philly's DA, the family appealed him to reopen the case. He recused himself and sent the case to the Attorney General Josh Shapiro. In 22, Shapiro's office announced it had reviewed the case and ruled once again the death was suicide.
I mean, I know that people cut themselves, but they are very small,
What? Okay, but just saying that this thing started to bubble back up, and it said then Shapiro's office referred the case back to the Philadelphia district attorney after critics cited unverified claims that he had connections to Greenberg's fiance's family. I don't know. In July, the Pennsylvania Supreme Court agreed to hear Greenberg's parents' case. So that's still in the mix. Well, that's a fascinating story.
Yeah.
How the hell can being stabbed 20 times be a suicide?
That's when I whip out my favorite legal phrase, because it would seem to appear here, although obviously not. There's a thing called res ipsa loquitur, which translates from the Latin to the thing speaks for itself.
Yes.
So you don't have to prove it. It's just, there.
Yeah. Okay, we got another call here. Go ahead, please. You're in. Hello? Hello? Oh, I'm sorry. It didn't take. Hello?
Okay, here you are. We got you.
All right. Lynn, this is Dennis from Greene County.
Uh-huh.
McGovern chose Stephanie Miller's dad for his running mate.
Stephanie Miller's dad?
Yeah.
Who the hell's that?
She's a comic, and she has a radio talk show, and it's on Free Speech TV.
What? No, McGovern chose Shriver, right?
No, Stephanie Miller's dad.
Well, what's his name?
I forget what his first name was.
So it was McGovern / Stephanie Miller's dad on the ticket? That's
yes.
Okay, I'm going to ask Mr. Google. Hold on.
I mean, what? The only Miller I can think of on a ticket was William Miller, who was Barry Goldwater's vice presidential candidate, I believe.
Right.
So geez, I hate to keep jumping on callers, but what?
Wait a minute. You think I can get this?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, now I
Well, thank you, but it's being, believe me,
you.
We're all going to look it up. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, did I knock myself off? Yeah, I did. Hang on, I knocked myself off. I'm trying to get back. Oh, shit. What have I done? Shit. I'm trying. Am I on? No, I'm not. Okay, 1, 2, 3, host. Drop. Did I knock Susan off? Have I knocked everybody off? Can we like... I don't know what to do. Hang on, I've got to think. Okay, wait. Hang on. Hosting session 1 call. Hello? Susan, are you there? Oh, shit. All right, Suze, hang in there. If anybody can hear me, I am desperately trying to get this back, and I don't know what I'm doing, which is fairly obvious. Terminated calls. What's my fucking number? Hang on. I can't get myself on. That's the problem. I'm off the call. And you're getting music, Susan says. I don't know what the rest of you are getting. Oh, damn it. I'm going to start all over, okay? Hang on. I'm just starting over. This is going to take a little while. Forgive me. I understand that you can still kind of hear me, some of you. I blew the whole, this is going to take a while. God damn it. I'll try to keep talking. I can't talk and do this too. I got to reconnect with Zoom and wait. I'm getting there. I swear to God, I'm getting there. I'm not. I'm panicking. Somebody tell me not to. Don't panic. Just take it step by step. Stay with me here, guys. I'm going to get back on. I promise you. I think. Shit. Okay. Then I'm going to go here. Why is that not? Oh, because I have to log out. Okay, hang on. Don't panic, breathe, says Laura. Lynn, you're on. Susan isn't. Is this a planned bit, says Nikolai. We are getting you cussing up a storm. What? I can't, okay, here guys, it's just gonna take a few minutes, but I am going, thank you for all your input, and now I shall attempt to get back on. Believe it or not, this is a sort of ridiculous process that takes a while, so I did that. Now I'm doing this, and now I'm doing that. And now I do that. I was trained by the best. Okay, now we're getting close. We're getting close. I have to start over and ask to host the show. And then, oh, fuck. What's that? I want to do an outbound call. I want to, this old lady on the internet. It is not a pretty sight. Okay, I'm getting close. I am getting so close. But now we got to wait just for a sec because it doesn't take on the first time. I'd give it really, seriously, 30 seconds, I'll be on. Maybe. And guys, don't call me because you're confusing me. Okay, so that didn't happen. Okay. Call back. You think that's me? I'm sorry. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Damn it. Where? Come on. I'm getting pissed. Okay. Laura said breathe. Fucking duck. Um, 920-412. Last on air today. Susan, I see you there. Hang on, though. I can't get my own self on. Is this me? No. Who's this? Whoever you are, go away. Okay. Shit. I don't know what to do, guys. I can't believe this. You know what I'm going to do? What I have to do here, guys, is I'm going to have to knock you all off, okay? And start from the beginning. Because I clearly have screwed this up. Okay, don't call me now. If you call me, it'll be a disaster. Just saying. Drop. And end show. Oh, I can't end the show. Yeah, I can. No, I can't. Drop. Okay. Now. 920-432. Suze, I'm knocking you off. You need to go away. Everybody needs to go away so I have a shot at getting myself on here. Zoom. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think, but when it comes to technology, yeah. I panic. No, I'm not seeing myself. What the fuck? Susan, I don't know why you're still in there. I see your number and I need it off. Okay. Lynn Cullen Live. They have me still hosting. Well, why can't I get on? For Christ's sake, if I'm hosting. Just stay with me for one more second, or 2 more minutes to be more precise. And then I'm going to have to give this up. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. This is a possibility. Oh, this is looking a little better. This is looking a little better. Yep. This is now, I would say, in about 30 seconds, maybe. Oh, God damn it. I just lost all. What the hell happened? See, when so many people call in, I get mixed up and I can't read the screen. Oh, fuck. Hang on. It's trying to connect me again, if you're still hearing me. And it always fails on the first attempt. Then I have to try one more time. And then the second attempt, it always works. See, it's telling me that didn't work. Let's try that again. This is looking good. This is looking good. It's looking like it usually does. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on. Here you go. Here you go. Come on, damn it. Come on. There. Yes. Okay. All right, guys. I'm on. Now, Susan, call in. Call back. I'm assuming you guys can hear me now. Jesus Christ. Okay. I've never been off. You are on. Don't end the show. No! Did anyone see Thelma? Who the hell's Thelma? Lynn, just have Susan call back in. Well, that's what I'm hoping for here. Hang on. There she is. All right, Susan!
Oh my goodness. So, can you hear me?
Yes! How the hell long did that take? God.
Forever. And you were heard the whole time.
Yes.
You were on the whole time.
Okay.
It was just when you hung up on that last caller, you hung up on me. But here's the answer. Sergeant Shriver. That's when you hung up on me.
Yeah, but he wasn't Stephanie Miller's daughter. Father. What the hell was that?
I don't think so.
What?
I don't think so.
It was that last call that flummoxed me, I think. And it was trying to get him off that I blew the whole thing wide open. God dang it. Jesus. Okay.
Okay, well, that's the question. That's the question to ask Mr. Google. Is Sergeant Shriver Stephanie Miller's father?
Tell me how much I don't care.
Well, it was amusing. There were people writing in saying it was the funniest segment they'd heard in a long time.
Oh, jeez. What? They listening to some old lady freaking out? That's funny.
That was all there were. You didn't see all the comments on the YouTube feed?
I saw some. I was trying to get on. I couldn't be reading comments. I was trying to get on. All right, let's get back. Here's Beth, an email. I think Walz was the best pick. He was the only alpha male. What? Out of the group. Well, I don't know about that, Beth. I think they were all alphas, weren't they? She goes on. He speaks Middle American. He's at an age that he will not run for president. You think? Also, he is in his second term as governor, unlike Shapiro, who's only in his second year as governor. I was concerned if Shapiro was picked, how would Middle America accept Austin Davis, that's our lieutenant governor, as the governor? And when MAGA exploit the racism in Pennsylvania because Austin is black, and I think, yes, it is best to keep Jesus. Yeah, so we have a Jewish governor and a black lieutenant governor. Anyway, you know what I was thinking? Because I, at a Planned Parenthood event recently, in an auction, gave $500 to have dinner with the lieutenant governor. Just me and him.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking, geez, if Shapiro gets in, then he's going to be the governor. And then I bet 500 won't have been enough. I won't get dinner.
Or he could be like Trump and say, no, the deal's off.
Right.
I'm no longer.
That's true, too. And it doesn't matter. It just was for Planned Parenthood.
Right.
Okay. You know who's excited about the ticket? Jimmy Carter. I kid you not.
Oh, no. Isn't that not cute? He refuses to die till he can vote.
He wants to vote. His son Chip asked him, well, he didn't know about Walz. He asked him Wednesday if he was trying to make it to his 100th birthday, which is October 1st. And Carter said, "Oh, I'm trying to make it to vote for Kamala."
Yeah, just when you think he's not in there.
He's in there, and that's past October 1st. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to make it to November. Hang in there, Jimmy.
You hang in there, Jimmy. God
they
bless
wrote you off like 2 years ago, and you're still around. You just hang in there.
He's been in hospice. He's been in hospice for like 30 years.
Right.
And you know what else? He's a Georgia vote, and we need him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I've got a. Shall we let these callers in? I'm fearful.
Sure, go ahead. If I do, I'm just telling you, if you disappear me again, I'm just staying away.
No, all right, okay, whatever here. Hello, I've got callers in the queue. So hello, are you there?
Lynn, this is Devin down in Greene County.
Hi.
I just wanted to call that McGovern was definitely Shriver, and and before that he was Eagleton.
Yes.
Eagleton stepped down because
shock treatments.
He got treatments for depression.
Yes.
Shock treatments.
Yes.
So, and Jesse Miller's dad is he was William E. Miller. He was the vice president.
Goldwater.
Running as Goldwater. Yes.
Wow. Uh-huh. Now that's interesting because she is a real lefty. That is interesting.
Yeah. Yep.
She's got a talk show. So, people love her, Stephanie Miller. And her father was William Goldwater's VP choice. Oh, my God. That's funny.
Yeah. 1964.
Whoa.
Yep.
Amazing. Yep. Hey, thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
That's all I wanted to say.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I didn't know Mr. Google had such a pleasant voice. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, there he did. So hang on here. And I got somebody else. I'm so fearful now in this damn.
I know. You're doing good.
Hello.
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 This is from Canonsburg. I'm calling to apologize.
Yeah.
I just happened to be listening.
Yeah.
And everything goes to pot. So obviously my fault.
Now, was that a bad pun? Was that a bad pun?
Oh no, I just it
wasn't. Goes to pot because of Susan and my, proclivities.
No, I didn't even think of that.
Oh,
well,
okay.
yeah, I was making a bad pun. If it's funny, I'll say it's a bad pun.
Okay.
Literally, that's why I called. I said, and I also think you owe us an extra 10 minutes. If you go off at 11, I will feel jilted.
Well,
I said, I finally get to listen on a Tuesday, and she goes off the air.
Was it 10 minutes?
It's a bad omen for me. So
okay. Well, all is well.
No, but here's the improbable thing: she got back on.
Yeah, I was. Trust me, I was going to stick around listening to her. I can't believe. Wait, hold on. Don't leave. Susan, are you? It's hilarious. It was just her talking, and I'm just sitting there picturing her at the computer. You're like pressing buttons, trying, because she's a professional. She has to talk to make sure people are listening. So she's saying words because it was hilarious. It was funny.
Oh, God, I wish I had enjoyed it. I have flop sweat. I literally said I was sweating.
So, yeah, that's it. I got nothing to say on the
Okay, all right. Well, thank you. Always good to hear from you, though, Clarence. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Just try to stay on the air. Maybe
I will.
I'll try to get her.
Yeah. We'll try not to cheat you in the future.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Jesus H. Okay. I think we're okay here, Suze, now. As far as I can tell.
Are we all caught up?
Yeah. And Laura, who was telling me to breathe, is saying, yeah, that was so much fun. Jesus. Okay. Well, here we're back.
Well, the hard part for me is that I have to, because I'm not listening to us. So I have to first tune into the show and then remember there's a delay. And that what you're saying to me on this, that I'm hearing you say is actually, a while ago, and I should stop reacting to it.
Oh, God.
That's when I finally hung up and stayed off until you.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to finish up Beth's email. It's best to keep Shapiro in his spot as the Democratic governor with one more term available and then let him make a presidential run. Also, does any of this VP discussion really matter? Good question. It is time for all of us who are anti-MAGA to shut up, contribute in some way to the Harris-Walz campaign, and vote. You said it.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, and okay, I'm just saying if there's Bob writes, no matter what your thoughts and feelings are about Walz, remember what Susan said a few years ago. What? I'm supposed to remember what Susan said a few years ago?
I don't remember what did I say a few years ago?
Not let alone a few minutes ago. There's only one thing to do. Go and vote for the Democrats. That sounds like something you said, Susan.
Yeah, that is. That's what I've been. I haven't stopped saying it.
I know. You know what? I was at a funeral the other day, and coming out, some guy said to me, what people often say is, geez, I didn't know you were alive. Hey, wow. Hi, Lynn. Wow. And then he said, I remember you made a prediction a long time ago that came true, and it blew me away. I said, what? What did I predict? He said, you said the first time after you'd seen Barack Obama, you said the next day on your show, that man is going to be the president of the United States. I did. He remembers.
Well, I sort of think we all felt that way after he gave that speech.
Oh, yeah. Try to take it away from me, Suze. I know.
No, I didn't. I don't know. But I mean, that was, except I didn't say it. And I just sort of had a wistful feeling. Wouldn't it be nice if?
Yeah, because he was, whoa. So anyway, I don't want any of us. I was walking the dog last night, and some woman is waving wildly at me from across the street, and I don't know who the hell she is. She's walking a dog too, and she's saying, Lynn, and I'm saying, hi, who, hi, and she crossed the street, and I'm thinking, uh-oh, dog, because, you never know how that, and she said, I used to clean your teeth. I said, oh, yes. You were out of, yes. And then she starts right in on, oh my God, isn't it amazing how we can breathe again? And, I'm sure we're all having these conversations with people since Biden stepped aside. And I just want to add a cautionary note here that what we tend to do, us Democrats, is, we either go too high or we go too low in our reaction to an event or to the situation. And we need to keep an even keel that's filled with resolve. That's what we need to be. Don't be assuming anything. If the polls
we got to get to work now and work real hard.
Yeah,
and remember that now that we get breathing again, that we have to work on all the down ticket races as well.
God, yes.
Because we've got to hand her a Congress that can work.
That's right. She needs a Senate and she needs a House. Oh, God. I don't know. So, Robert Reich, who I like to listen to, says he's feeling better, but he calls it, he thinks the proper kind of emotion we should have is not, I never know how to pronounce this word. We'll disagree on it. Nauseous optimism.
Yeah.
Which I think might have been, it just occurred to me as I said it, a play on cautious.
On cautious optimism. It's nauseous optimism,
yes,
right?
Nauseous optimism. Don't get out ahead of things, really.
We won't know what happens until we know what happens. And then even after it happens, we have to worry about what's going to happen. So,
oh, dear God, do we ever. Because
so the best thing to do is to really overwhelmingly blue them. And I mean that in the BLUE sense. We just got to show up and show up hard and make it so obvious before the election that it's accepted after the election.
Let us not forget what I noted the other day, because this is going to be huge. All of these election deniers in key positions in battleground states, county commissioners overseeing elections, who are themselves election deniers and fully intend to refuse to certify the votes in their jurisdiction, which could throw this baby into the House of Representatives, which, last time I looked, was controlled by the Republicans. Guys, I don't think we have any idea of the drama we could be heading into if and when Kamala wins.
Oh, we just have to be prepared for it.
And the problem is,
and I mean,
Suze,
right down to, yes.
We cannot, all of those things, these things will end up in courts. And we have seen what the courts can do if you can keep appealing and appealing and appealing up to that top, misnamed Supreme corrupted court. They've already given one election to the Republicans in Gore Bush. And they clearly would have no problem doing the same again. You won't need a messy January 6th. I'm just saying, be aware of what awaits. Because this fight will
hopefully things like Jenna Ellis, turning state's witness will be helpful if they can get this out there timely.
Susan,
People
I just
need
want
to be
Susan,
reminded.
Yeah, just for those who aren't up to date, Jenna Ellis is a Trumpian who was part of the effort to steal the vote in Arizona. She was, as part of a plea bargain she's made with the Arizona prosecutors, she has agreed to answer all questions truthfully and to help them, get to the bottom of that, what happened in that particular state. And
she was Giuliani's right hand lady, so the most of what she knows is what Giuliani was doing, and that's extremely
drinking.
important.
What Giuliani was doing was drinking.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy. You look at this clown car. My God. My God. Hey, Trump was saying that there was a stock market crash and that we're heading into a depression.
Oh, good.
I'll tell you who's heading into a depression.
Well, could it be Mr. Trump?
I think so. Talk about running scared. I was with some friends.
Well, the market is, anybody that pays any attention to the market knows that it's been soaring so high that something was going to cause an adjustment. And, so far the adjustment is such that that we're forgetting how high the market is. It can fall way far down before we approach like 18 months ago.
Well, I just have to say,
which was good, by the way.
To stick all of the market to me has always been, it's as if we all for some reason agree to put our money, or a lot of people agree to put their money into a big pot that goes up or down depending on, I don't know, hormones.
Yeah, depending on how a bunch of computers decide things should go.
It's such crazy bull. It's just ridiculous. Oh my God, the unemployment rate ticked up to 4 point this, which would in any other year be considered low, and the whole fucking globe has freaks out. Dear God, I hate all these people. The people with the power. The people with no stomach, no courage, no guts, who are playing with everybody's lives. Fucking assholes. Never mind. I'm sorry. Hey, here's something else.
Yes.
Google. So somebody said, you've already mentioned Google today, because Google is
they're a monopoly. Who knew?
Google is a verb. I want to know, this is how great a monopoly it is. I thought to myself,
it's like Kleenex.
Yeah, but there are other tissues available. I thought to myself, if I were looking for something, where would I go other than Google? Are there? I mean, who are Google's? What are the other, possibilities? That's how much of a monopoly they are. I don't even know another comparable search engine or one that's even trying. Do you? Can you name it?
Well, you can type a question into like Safari and it'll do the same thing. But
I think Safari relies on Google.
Probably, yes.
Well, then, I mean, how the hell is it? I mean, obviously, it's not. They are appealing.
Let's put it this way: it's like trying to go to a grocery store that is not a Kroger.
Well, we don't have Kroger here, so I don't know what you're saying.
Oh, so you're the one branch. Watch out.
No, we have our own locally grown Kroger. Giant Eagle.
Yeah, okay.
But no, the groceries are another monopolistic
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. They have basically eaten every chain in Chicago and are trying to eat the last two.
Yeah.
And how they cannot be they're agreeing to sell some to Piggly Wiggly. That's who they're allowing to live. But that's
okay. Wait a minute.
If people want to know about inflation, then maybe the one thing that and how high their groceries are, then maybe they shouldn't have one corporation owning all the groceries.
There you go. There you go. So Laura writes, his other search engine, Bing.
Yeah.
And Rust Belt Expeditions writes, DuckDuckGo.
That's right.
But then Laura later says, but I don't like Bing. No, because it ain't Google. But there they are. Okay, so Bing and DuckDuckGo. I'm going to have to try those just to try them. Well, I've been registering my favor with the monopoly in the groceries here, in that, well, first of all, I will not go to a Whole Foods because that's Amazon, right? And I friggin' hate them. That's another monopolistic thing destroying our economy and our souls. So I won't step foot in a Whole Foods, and I'm increasingly not ever going to Giant Eagle if I can avoid it. And that leaves me with Aldi's and Trader Joe. And that's what I've been doing. And it's mostly okay. There are, every once in a while, I do have to go to the Giant Eagle, but I do avoid it. We can vote with our pocketbooks. You don't have to, acquiesce. So, and all of this crap about, making us do all the goddamn work too. Checking yourself out, bagging your own goddamn groceries. Oh, it makes me so mad. And not getting a discount for doing it.
No. They'll give you a discount for paying cash in some places, but they won't actually. They don't want your cash. They make you feed it one bill at a time. And
so don't ask me why. I was talking to friends the other day, and I said, we were talking about being buried alive. Don't ask why. And I said, well, didn't they used to bury people with a bell?
Yes, in case you were alive.
You could ring the bell. And then I said, but isn't there a phrase? And then we came up with two. Dead ringer. Is that from that? And
well, it means looks just like.
I don't know. And then here's the other, which I always thought was just a boxing term. Saved by the bell. What do you think?
Huh.
What do you think? I don't know. I haven't Googled those, but I mean, yeah. Dead ringer.
Either one.
And Saved by the Bell. Interesting. And now, Susan, we have satisfied Clarence's dictum that we must go 10 minutes longer. I'm just saying.
Oh, we did. Okay.
And I want to seriously apologize.
Give the people their money's worth, I always say.
Yeah, well, I'm so sorry. I'm glad you enjoyed.
No, but they got extra. They got 10 minutes of sheer comedy, courtesy of you.
Yeah, well, unintended comedy, and I'm so glad that you enjoyed yourselves at my expense.
Well, I just want to say this, dear sister.
Yeah.
And yet, she persevered.
Yes, I did. I persevered.
And you got back on.
Thank you, Sue.
Good for you. Okay.
I'm appreciative. Bye. That's my sister who hung in there till the bitter end. And you guys too, some of you. I can see how many of you there are. And yeah, you did too. And hey, I just want to say the effort to get subscribers, we are only 18 subscriptions away. And guess what? I haven't subscribed yet. So that's 17 away. We are so closing in on this benchmark that I don't give a damn about, but Bree does. And damn it, if Bree does, I do. Okay? We'll talk tomorrow. Yeah. I mean, if I can get us on. Okay? Cool. I'll look forward to it.
Lynn Cullen Live, Monday through Thursday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. and archived at pghcitypaper.com. The opinions expressed on Lynn Cullen Live are those of the host and do not necessarily reflect the viewpoints of Pittsburgh City Paper or its advertisers.